helping build. They're helping build us. The Chinese.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Everybody will talk say the Chinese them no good for Jamaica. Them don't love Jamaica.
Right. Because the Chinese them have everything. The Chinese them have everything already. They don't need to take that from nobody.
You're not understanding what I'm trying to say. Okay, you're not understanding what I'm trying to say.
We understand you, and when you're saying you're having it wrong.
We all understand.
You're not understanding.
What are you saying?
Understanding.
What are you saying?
Okay, what I'm saying. Okay, right. This is what I'm saying. Okay, number one, right? The Chinese do have the equipments, okay, to build it, right? But why not train while you're doing it?
Who told you
train?
No, you know why? You know why they're not? You know why? Hold on. You know why, ma'am? You know why? Because 60% of our populations are undereducated. 60% of the population is undereducated. That is a problem. You cannot teach a regular man to go do engineering on the road. To go do engineering.
Excuse me.
60%. Yes, that's what I said to you. 60%. Number one. Number two. Let me talk now.
That's why they have trade school. That's why they have trade school. Yeah.
Maxie, hold on. Open discussion attack. Hold on.
Give me a quick minute. When I speak, give me a minute and hear me out, then you can speak. I don't want you to talk over me. I'm going to give you an example of what happened in our country over the past couple of years. We're building a leg of road. And the people them, such as yourself, that cry out and say, get the Jamaican people them work, yeah. Chinese are coming here. And you know what the Chinese do? Subcontract the work out to a group of Jamaicans. And you know what the group of Jamaicans do? Roll up that road for almost 2 years. Actually turn the road back way. And for 2 years the road can't get finished. You know what happened? The Chinese had to come back in and tell the Jamaican government, say, all right, cool, I will do it, and I will do it free of cost. So what you're saying, sister, doesn't make sense. And another thing is, I can hear your pain, and so far we can knock on wood that the racism that you facing in your country, we not facing it out here from the Chinese. So we cannot really buy the way how you put in it, ma'am. We can't do it.
And I just want to let her know also that the Jamaica debt to China, do you know how much is that? Do you know how much is that? 4.5% of our debt is owed to China. 4.5%. Most of those highways that you see that the Chinese are building, they are contractors. We are paying for them. We are paying for them. I heard somebody came on the line.
Mute your mic, Matthew.
I heard, pardon me?
Matthew, mute your mic.
I heard somebody came on the live last night talking about how the government sold out the wharf, the Kingston port. It was signed under the in 2015 under the PNP administration. It is not sold. It is not sold. It is leased to them for 30 years, a 30 years concession. We don't have the equipments. We don't have the educated people to build the roads. We need investment in the road that when you come at Jamaica, you not get whiplash, right? The highways and byways, that this Chinese government, the government are paying them. Most of those highways you see building because we need them for it. They have the equipment. They know how to build it. We were under the US from 1962, getting money from IMF and nothing been done. Absolutely nothing been done to help Jamaica. It is since Andrew Holness came into power 9 years ago, Jamaica moved from a third world country to a second world country. By 2030, just give me a second. By 2030 to 2035, we're supposed to move. If we continue on this trajectory with this government, we move to a first world country. So, ma'am, please know your facts before you come and say those things.
And remember this. Chinese, they are Jamaica from 17th century before me and your
They were the one that helped to build the railroad system. That's why I asked her that question.
From the 17th century, China, they might build Jamaica. Right?
Yes, I'm not saying that they're not predatory.
Chinese, JLP work with Chinese. The Chinese, they're not a political thing, kickball, football.
Of course they are. I am not saying that they're not predatory loan shark to with loans. But what is happening, the difference, what Jamaica is doing, Jamaica borrows the money from the Chinese to help fix up the country, right? when you fix up the country, you expect investment to come into the country. All those highways now, from Montego Bay to Kingston, it used to be 4 hours to drive from one point to the another point. 4 hours from Montego Bay to Kingston. Now it takes you less than 2.5 hours to go from Montego Bay to Kingston. So what the government is doing is borrowing the money or using their money. They borrow some from the Chinese, right? And they're fixing up the roads. Now we have 5 new hotels. 5 new hotels coming in. We have more investors that are coming in because goods and services can move more freely and readily. Right? Now, what the other countries in Africa that you hear about what they're doing, they are borrowing the same money to fix up their country, but they're not using the money for that. They're using it for personal gains and benefits. So when the Chinese come and they cannot, when the Chinese come and they can't service the debt, what do you expect? Would you not want something but for your money? If you loan me money and I can't pay it back to you? It is different, ma'am. We need the country to fix up. So when you come, you know, get whiplash. You can say, wow, my country is beautiful. My country is growing. Jamaica right now looks like little Miami. Look around and see the improvement.
And you have to remember, say, these Chinese, them contracted, after them finish them work, they're gonna leave and go somewhere else. So they don't come to live there or stay, them just come to work, to fix the country and move on. Away from the Chinese that we have that live there.
So can I say so what I see on TikTok is bullshit then, right?
Let me break it down. Let me ask you this. All the countries in the world, who is the leading country in technology? Which country is the leading country in innovation and technology today?
China.
Israel.
Right.
What?
So wait. So give me a minute.
Israel.
So
Israel. Yeah.
who you said?
Israel.
What you said?
Israel.
Yes, up fit
No,
try.
no,
Yes,
no,
up fit
No,
try.
my dear.
No, don't say that.
It is
China.
Israel.
Sister, sister, no, don't hear me, man. Hear me, no, man.
Israel.
No.
Israel.
You and don't no, man. Don't say that. You and I know. And the world is correct. No.
China and India. Just to let you know, China and India.
China is the leading
India,
country
right.
in innovation and technology right now. So to say, let me say something, man. Let me say something. You know, say
construction.
Nah, give me a chance to talk.
Rough, you soon get in. Hold on.
They just break down something as simple as showing us, say, we can't kill the Chinese that all of us kill the Chinese. What we there so attack for now, right? No other country that have what we're gonna call TikTok. This is something. This is something where technology are rule right now. You can do what you're there and talk to me. This is the work of the Chinese. Exactly. This is the work of the Chinese.
Right now like this.
Exactly. This exactly.
So we never did long time for Skype.
Hold on, Rough. Rough is soon coming. Hold on.
So all I'm saying is this is the work of the Chinese, and they are the leading in innovation and technology right now. We cannot get rid of them. So don't say that. Get rid of the people.
My love, you're wrong. It's Israel. It is Israel. Do your research.
What Israel? What is
Israel?
we know Israel?
Let me tell you
Israel,
something. Can I tell you something?
Give me
Israel.
Vietnam. Vietnam, we not reason so. Tell us. Calm down.
Let me tell her where she's mixing up. Israel is leading in maybe security. They're very good at security, but not in technology. They're very good at security.
Okay, do your
not
research.
technology, my dear.
Do your research.
Not technology.
All right, hold on. I could hear from Ruffy Angel. A long time in the box a mumble. Ruffy Angel.
I talk you are leading a technology, man.
You have 4 minutes.
But you see where you understand, you depend on the ground and I see where China them are do. The China them they are work the Jamaica and them are underpay them. I want to see that. Them they are work. And them coming to the country for 5 years, no tax.
You work with the Chinese them?
What do you, man?
No, may I ask you May I ask if you work with them?
But you must have
Answer me, brother. Hold on, let me talk to the man there. Answer me, man. You work with the Chinese, brother?
When last you come to Jamaica?
Brother, you can ask me a question, I ask you a question. Do you work with the Chinese in Jamaica?
What do you mean? Supermarket, on the road, everywhere.
Man, go on back to school, man, and top work with China.
Underpayment. Listen,
Well, go on back to school.
So why
you get a skill? Get a skill and step up the things so they can pay you
good,
good, brother.
Man.
The government they pay 67,000 a month. The government they pay 67,000. If the Chinese they give you minimum wage, you can go back to school.
Hold on, master. Hold on.
$1,500 minimum wage out there.
Right. 1,600 now.
Yeah.
It is 1,600. That's not true.
No, you can't get less, brother.
That is not true.
The Chinese are pay you.
How much?
The Chinese are pay you for work.
How much?
13,000.
They can't pay you that.
No, that can't be true.
That's impossible, brother. You come spread propaganda upon your platform and we don't work with that.
Brother, you see, when they are foreigner chat bag of shit.
I'm tapping nice, but you don't know nothing.
We're not
tapping nice, you don't know sense.
Okay, if you get, hold on. If you get 13.
Marcia, hold on.
Jamaica, me there, man. Upon the ground, me there.
You could have the upon the tree. Me say, you know what I mean in a minimum wage.
They are foreign, you all have the belly full.
Man.
I wait in the sky, you not tell with nothing. Me say if you know the meaning of minimum wage.
Me say all of they are foreign.
What is the meaning of minimum wage?
You know what suffering is going on.
Come out to your box and go sit down. Come out to your box and go sit down.
Come on, we're not being fair to this guy. It's not everybody.
Son, Ruffy and Jill. If he's listening, just let me say this. If he's listening, if he's saying the Chinese.
I don't like illiterate people.
Hold on, right. I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him an advice here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
That's the same thing.
If he's listening, according to him, he's getting $13,000, which is a lie, right? $13,000 a week. Hold on a second. Guess what? The government is paying you $67,000 a month to get a trade. So please go back to school and get $67,000 instead of working for $13,000. Go back to school, man.
Don't work with no Chinese.
Go to school. Go learn a trade. It's free now with the government. Go learn plumbing. Go learn carpentry. Go learn welding. If you come to Canada and you have a welding skill, you get over $60 an hour. If you're a Red Seal person, $60 an hour. So please go learn a trade.
Marcia, you're being insulted. Come on, it's not everybody. Listen to me. No, Marcia,
what is insulting about that?
Marcia, it's not you're not being fair. It's not everybody, right, can afford to go back to school, or
it is
everybody.
Free. It is free here, ma'am.
It is free.
Marcia, it may be free. Listen to me. It may be free, but it's not everybody that has the brain to go back.
But you can learn a skill. It's simple as a skill.
It's not everybody have the capacity to do it.
Everybody has a disability.
Well, but she never say everybody. She never say everybody, you know. All right. Whoever cry said them broke and they don't have no money. That's the time now where you can.
If he's getting 30,
can somebody else talk? Can somebody else start?
Hold on.
I'm a registered nurse, right? I'm a registered nurse, okay? I was a PSW before. I went back to school. I became an RPN, right? And then I went back and I became a registered nurse, right? People who I did the PSW course with, right? They tried to do the upgrade, right? But guess what? They couldn't do it, right? So it's not every one of us, right, have that capacity to do it. So right, so don't
you are a sympathizer.
Let's move on.
I'm human.
Hold on.
You're a sympathizer.
Come back about the China now.
Passing the mic. Let's move on. Welcome, Diego.
Yo, Scritti, what?
Yes, brother. Bless up. You watch the interview, you watch the press conference today with Marco Rubio and the Prime Minister?
Yeah, man, it was a good interview. But you see, me as a man, I'm really upset to we describe on the Chinese them. And if I never for the Chinese them, we'd have locked behind way back, brethren. America just want to force £8.
Is in my opinion, Uncle Man would love him country and fight against the Chinese.
Wait there. Diego said that. Repeat what you say. Can't me not hear right. Please repeat what you say.
Lord have his mercy.
Diego is a fear youth, man.
No. Me not say no fear. Me not say nothing bad. Me uncle say me not hear good, so me ask him to repeat it.
All right, talk for 4 minutes, Diego.
Listen. America come with this idea, Bridget. They are one of our closest neighbor in terms of world power. And them fail to invest in our infrastructure in terms of like road, hospital, and school. And it take China with the millions of miles away, Bridget. We show you look sympathy to say, yo, look, see the money I know, but me go one back something in return. Me not
wrong with that.
You understand me? I say, Bridget.
Thank you.
I see all this youth come up and say I talk about China and underpay me, dog. If me then near me, Bridget, me thump him in my mouth.
Brother,
why, Diego? Where you drink today?
I first me cut him off.
In my hang run way.
Like that.
Open discussion in my hang run with too often.
I can't, Diego.
Man. I fear
no, I can't, Diego say this.
Yeah, man, a Diego, man. One Diego.
Don't fires.
Quitty, you look on the road them in Jamaica, Bridget.
Yeah.
You understand, Bridget? When people come our country, people carry tears and I say, yo, I can't Jamaica, this way them are describing a Bridget.
I tell you, brother.
A years China do this in a Bridget.
Brother, look on 3 Mile, my youth.
Just easy in a Bridget.
You remember 3 Mile?
It's a Squitty, I'll goosebump full me on them right now. I talk about it all the man them invest in our country. And we know them
3 Mile, look on St. Thomas, brother. When you go to St. Thomas, if you rainfall, you can't go through the gully there, so he's a driver. But I left a mile so.
Take politics.
Yeah, but the miles away till the river cool off, we go past.
Yellow River?
No, not Yellow River. Oh. When you are yellow, 11 mile a bull beer.
9 mile, 9 mile.
Bully, right there, so.
Yeah, right there, so. Me know where, yeah.
Then, when rainfall, no man can cross the gully there, so can gully run across the little road.
Yeah, man.
No, people not to go there, so. If rainfall, people catch the highway and gone at them yard. Look on the factory. When we have the big urban center over there. I try to them do most of work. Huh?
I feel like Squitty, me not go tell you a lie, but I feel disrespected. I feel like America and England spitting our face. For no say. And them close. They respond to we, Bridget. And all you can talk about give Jamaica is aid and how aid important. And you have to watch how aid is spent. Bridget, them things.
Yeah, but Diego, yes or no? Listen to me. You see what you are saying? Listen, no, Diego, hear what you say. I respect, me never know me would I hear you say that. But me I show you one thing. We have to be diplomatical because we do not want America to squeeze you like how them squeezing Cuba.
True.
You have to be, you have to remember that in me.
Yeah, man, I understand that. I understand
okay,
that.
I
understand.
Very good. Very good.
But
very good.
What you go on, Bridget? What you go on? Them sisse go on assistance because the world will get modernized. You understand? And the only person help with the infrastructure China, Bridget, them the closest.
Listen, all right, Diego, as we say now, when we're talking about politics, those people, all right, America is at the biggest capitalist country we can think about, They're not giving nothing for free. You have to understand that. No, listen. All right, put it this way. You can buy a TV. You can buy a TV, a mass production TV from China for at least a quarter of the price of America and make it fine. America want even look on the name brand things that we are saying. Yeah, right? Look on the name brand things that we are saying. You think America care? That is what they're all about, making money. But in the same breath, we have to know that and be very diplomatical when it comes on to them because we do not want to end up like Cuba.
Yeah, but what my discussion, I understand the geographical landscape, I wish forward and how it technically in our type.
Well, that's how so it's all right. All right. So let me see if we can finish this. There's no other way, my brother. So we just have to deal with it as is. No matter what you say, no matter what me say, in this conversation here, we have to tread lightly. And that's all it is.
What my discussion? Yes,
sir.
Would I love to ask Rubio say, Bridget, would I love to even cut ties with America? Can you personally put on teams so them can invest in a Jamaica infrastructure, some more than even...
Wait, the way you say that, look, ask the man if you can cut ties with him.
No, not cut ties with him, with China in a sense, because ultimately that them want Jamaica to do. That's my understanding.
That is what. Listen now, I mean, no Pali and I go agree with me, but that is why we are showing you what our leader did today is one of the greatest thing the world has ever seen. The man sit down and level the playing field where we not come out a loser. So right now, everybody our friend. You can't do that. You cannot talk to America a certain way because you still have to be mindful of that America is still one of the biggest superpower in the world.
Our biggest trader.
Poor little we, you know, if we go talk, poor little we, if we go talk too hard now, you know what will happen to us? We cannot do it.
You have to talk diplomatically to the man.
Exactly. That is why no.
And today was a real good moment.
Exactly. That's why you have to know. You have to take off your hat to the man for him today.
Yeah, and it end up with the Cuban they must stay and the Chinese they must stay.
And the Chinese are stay, exactly. And America happy too.
And America happy same way.
Exactly.
Because right now America plan to put some infrastructure in Jamaica, some factories, and a plan to train people with the work, do skill work.
You know what
some big plans where them a plan to drop down.
I should not tell them this, but let me tell them now. See, you know what come down to Jamaica since must say couple of days ago. You know the visual, the thing, the machine, them where you got through when you got through the airport. Around 300 of them they come down, you know.
Okay, the machine.
They but extra, what them call them? The security machine when you got through at the airport, man.
I see a skeleton.
Yeah. Them there, yeah. Around 300 of them come. Them gonna start put them in the courthouse and the tax. Every government agent place.
Who supply them in America?
No.
One of the things they will feel for understand, right?
No,
with
we
the
buy
Chinese
them.
issue,
I don't get them.
We buy them with extra money.
We buy
them things there. But one of the things we feel for understand this conversation about China, the first thing we must remember, America don't have friends. America have interests.
Thank you very much.
The word name interest.
Yes,
American have friends.
Yes, sir. So
right?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Listen, when America was fighting the war with terrorism, China was secretly setting up themselves to control the world. See? What them call that thing, them call the Belt and Road Initiative. Them go Africa, them go to the Caribbean, them go all over the world and set up the ports and set up everything. And all the objective is this, is to export the things that they manufacture to the companies. Why you think in the early 90s, when everything got bad, the Chinese them come in and start take over downtown Kingston? It was invited by the people who were in power at that time. They came in downtown and set up all them shops when the bad people were.
Brother, when you say?
In the 90s coming into the 2000s.
Hear me now. Me not take away what you're saying, but me just educate you a little bit. The Chinese, they long before that, so much so. Me just that Chinese in a Jamaica had their own burying ground, you know. But I'm going to
I understand.
Yeah, but hear me now. Hear me out as an older man. I'm going to tell you something. I mean, I take away what you're saying. It's just true, you don't really know. The Chinese,
I'm gonna come down. You can give my box to somebody else.
The same wholesale.
All right, master. Respect.
The same set of wholesale and bakery and all of that you see going on now. It was happening before with the Chinese then. But sad to say, I'm going to tell you, and I'm not going to spell it out, but I'm going to tell you. I don't know if you know, but I can find it out to you. There's a place that them call them Best West. It's right between Agley Park Road and Spanish Town Road, right at the intersection there.
West Best,
yes, sir. West Best. That was what.
Right there in the Spanish Town Road and Walton.
Spanish Town and Walton, yes, sir. Right inside there, so that was what caused the Chinese them in the late 70s and mid 70s to leave Jamaica. But I'm not going to tell you why, you know. But I can tell you that they were here way before just now, our 90s.
Yes, I understand that part of it. But during the 90s, coming into the 2000s, there was a set of Chinese who came in. Their primary objective was to actually go downtown. And most of those dilapidated buildings they got to rent.
Yes.
Right? And people work.
Yes.
And people work and them start them wholesale and stuff and stuff.
Yes.
The guy was thought about him get $13,000 for the week. You remember, say you have to pay, even though you don't pay income tax, you still have to pay NIS, housing trust, and other things when you pay. So that's why you get 13,000. So you can't blame the Chinese for that. A part of the government system. When you get your pay, you still have to pay certain duties to the government. even though you're not qualified to pay the income tax part of it. And I was going to say, probably not reading pay slip or not the capacity for reading pay slip. That's why I'm a complaint. But more trying to take money out there to pay other duties to the government.
The NHT,
no,
NHT,
NHT, NIS, and I think there was, I think NHT.
No, that, only that, I don't pay PAYE.
No, I'm not paying the money, right? But the thing is this now, with China, when China start them Belt Initiative or whatever, them start to speak strategic countries around the world to set up. Mexico, Brazil, Jamaica was one of them, certain countries in Africa like Ethiopia, all over the world, them start to set up this thing right now. Right now, I'm going to build a train line mostly from somewhere in Africa go straight into China. You understand me? So right now, what happened to the US now? US start the game late. Or catch up, I don't play catch up now, you know. I catch up, I don't play catch up. Catch up right now.
Because them too busy.
Them start the game late. No, they were too busy dealing with terrorism. Them spend too much money in the war for 10 years and still have to leave Afghanistan. And Afghanistan never changed.
No for that money,
no
for that money.
You know that there was a Chinese economist, I think there was a Chinese economist that said if they had used the money to develop the Midwest, the US like make it become West, US will be seeing a lot more value now than what they're seeing. If you look at even Tesla, when it comes to put the cost of importing a Chinese car 100%, because Tesla can't compete against the Chinese cars, they're far cheaper and have more features.
Yeah.
You see Apple, then ban Huawei and say it's a fighting because Huawei is superior right now in comparison to Apple. And Huawei, you can't get Huawei in the USA. So all these jumping around and things like that. And the thing is that I personally was close to that CM Highway 2000 when it just started, right? And I saw where individual persons worked on the site, build them house, buy them car, I can give a prime example, that taxi driver. When the highway started, you know him though? Him learn how to drive a truck. And you some of them care to drive. Drive a truck and buy 2 cars out of the Chinese then. You understand me? So people make it seem like the Chinese are take over anything. It's not take over nothing. Jamaica was at a point where they never have no money. A person come to you and say, all right, I'm going to help you do X, I'm going to help you do Y, and this is what I need. We never have the cash. Yeah, I'm coming for work. Soon come.
All right. Respect, brother. All right. Hold on now. Eh?
Good here. The other day, I see some youth in Africa question a journalist about why America have so much interest in Jamaica. And the journalist turned to them and say, didn't you know Jamaica is not America? And them said, no, them didn't know that. So when them go and research it, them realize that Jamaica is not America. See, if you notice, all of the North America country, the United States take it so personally. Anybody we are coming to do anything, them have to know who's this person. And what this person and ask it or tell us, yeah, Jamaica situated in the north of the Americas. Then, what it a move ahead of
Jamaica is Central America.
Index.
Jamaica
more on the south side.
They are part of the American.
They're in the Central America.
Yeah, in America.
It's more like to the north. They give it to the north.
No, because you know what? Remember, Mexico is Central America, right? And we're just we're not far from Mexico.
I would have more South Central.
Yeah, but we're closer to the United States than closer to America because if you travel from Florida, it's so quick compared to travel from Mexico.
It's more central because Mexico is central, right? We're close to Mexico. right? So it's Central America. Jamaica is Central America, not North.
Yeah, maybe Central.
Right, no, we in Canada is North America.
No. Hold on. I could hear from this Virgin in our box. New TikTok. Step up.
Good night, everybody. I'm morning anyway. There, big up on yourself,
Come on, respect.
Come on, I listen to the conversation. Contribution, may I say, yeah, definitely. When I start Jamaica, I see new improvement. I see roads are developed. And I say everywhere in Jamaica, but most of the highway, which is mainly high volume of traffic in. You see me? I see hotels are built up down there. It may not a Jamaican born native own it, but I see, people who may be bringing in their money to the country to invest. So that give Jamaicans the opportunity for employment. What else I see? I see some streets have surveillance cameras on it, which is like pretty much, that's a part of good of the security part of Jamaica for safety. You see me I say? And pretty much I agree with a lot of people. Say, man, most of the people want to cry, the people who really want to try. You understand me I say? You see me? If you're really hungry, you want a piece of the pie, you just really go out there and put out your best. Put your best foot out there and, thinking of yourself. You see me I say, because really and truly, these are not the days where it ain't the time for people just to chill on the corner and hang out. You have to make your day be productive. You see me I say? Especially the world has changed. You see me? You make yourself very productive. You cannot be a gym trainer, you know what I mean? You can do so much different. You can be your own self-entrepreneur, you know what I mean? You just have to engineer your mind to what you really want. Because you know what I mean?
I know where you do for your country do for you now, what you can do for your country.
Exactly. And I just feel like, say, when it comes to certain things, we as a Jamaicans, we're very high in the sportsmanship fields. We feel like the Jamaicans are the people who like the JFF, you know what I mean? They need to invest some more money in the football community when it comes to that sports car that bring a lot of revenue in Jamaica. You see me I say? The Sunshine Girls, they need to get them big sponsor. You see me I say? They need to start put them on some, you know what I mean? Maybe some like flow of advertisement, whatever it is. You see me I say?
Hold on TikTok. This brother and I back to the summer brunch. I say security camera now work. I don't know spread propaganda, so brother.
And that match have too negative.
Hold on. I yesterday brother analyze a brother right at stoplight. Up a Mullins Road and Boulevard. And in no time the police them find them. Cause them see them on the camera.
See that?
Jamaica higher work, brother. Don't spread the propaganda here, so. Go on, you.
Yeah, man, and me hear some of these foreigners come and try to make the country look bad at all, but it's not safe and whatever. I guarantee you, when they go to Jamaica, when I see this place, our country now do not heinous crimes like people in churches and schools and all of them safe havens that people go have a reference. So me I say, so it's like, yo, Jamaicans, we need to know so we're strong, We're very strong, and we need to know that, mentally and physically, And like I said, for the younger one, them out there feel like feel defeated. Sometimes you just want to read a book or a deep meditation. I feel like sometimes, well, if the youth them not growing a father and a mother, but because I'm not the right guidance, I feel like I'm going to get the right mentor and stop at the local waste man, them a mentor, and focus on some positive people and do some positive leads and some blueprint. I feel like on the final part on the right track and make the country be more safer. For real, and that me stand for. You see me I say? Yeah, yes, man. Bro.
Nice speech. We like that. All right. Attack Green Art. Step up. Green Art. Yo, brother. I am not talk. All right, Matthew. You there?
You there, man?
Yeah, man.
I'm there.
Talk now. What you're talking about? We're not here, you know. We're not. All right, move on to matching. Go on,
I
matching.
can go take him down with it. I give him a sleep.
Yeah, man. I mean, as we may say, man, it's like we just focus and get together and just try move forward. That's the nature where we have to look on right now. We need to get together just like the Korean them and, you know, just focus and move along, tap the bad mind and the grudgeful with one another and all them stuff, you know. If say even somebody not do good, try say it like how we are taught now, try spread the word where him can focus on that and know where we need and where we want. Jamaica and come back. And me sit down at the airport behind 3 white men and a lady. And the 4 of them have 4 laptops. And they go on the laptop and start check. You know what them a check for? Them a check for them profit. The whole of them have business at Jamaica. And when me hear man them a talk about how much profit they make at Jamaica, me I say, watch there. If a white man can go down there, 4 of them and a do business and a make profit, why we can't come together and do a business? Because if you even see a man and say, hey, let me and you raise some fowl together and see if we can build it in an empire where we can start do big delivery and all them stuff. If we even agree if it started, after a while, one turn jealous and want to rob and want to kill the other one just to get everything. You understand? If we see somebody that try to make the place better, help him. Stop bring him down, just help him. Everybody have them preference in a them party, yes. But if you know said this I got benefit you and benefit your kids them to come, just move forward and help the man. Help the man and stop break down things, man, because this change party, then everything I have to go break down and go back all over again, and then still not go see nothing and do nothing for nobody. Because what? Everybody come in, they do for them own thing for make for them own profit. You understand? So stick to the thing where can make profit over a while, because you can't take one day and build a house, you know. It take a couple months or a couple years to build a finish a house from start. So on now go see everything in a 9 years. It take times. Everything I have to go through the system and build up for things start to reach your pocket too. And if you push in and help, you will get it faster. But if you're there and try to break it down, then it's going to take longer for going in your pocket. And then it seems like you're not do nothing. If you make $15,000 a month, try put down a couple thousand out of that and through a partner and build something for yourself and stop depending. 6 kids me have and me the America, yeah, and me no go on none of them welfare. You understand? Me work, me look a 5 to 9 job and provide for my kids them. Right now, if 5 of them still live in my yard, 1 still there in Jamaica, but if 5 of them still there in my yard, I have a big ratted 4 or 5 bedroom house. You understand? And me I work from me up here, I work to keep my house, to keep my car, pay my bills them. So you can't just sit down and depend on government. You have to work towards it too. Yeah, you have to shove out and do your own thing.
And squid, this is the only thing I have to say. Let me cut them in back. This is the only thing I have to say. I want to say, it's to all of them born Jamaicans them will live. But the tax have to be taxes. I know tax have to pay if you contribute to help develop a country. I don't have a problem paying taxes. Only me could have beg my government or the government of Jamaica. I could have been any one of them. Please, if you know the people them are real born Jamaican citizens, if them are bring some things come like Jamaica, just charge them a different percent ratio than the one them who ain't a Jamaican citizen. Why bring things into the country? So basically, me I say, if you're not a Jamaican citizen, yeah, you can pay the 35%. But if you know the man is a Jamaican citizen, like you pay the 15 or the 12.5%, because guess what? If a man are bringing some things, I must elevate in a community and in the country, you know. But if you know you have people who ain't a Jamaican citizen doing business in Jamaica, tax them more higher than the ones them who are Jamaican, and that alone could have beg if him could have do that. If him can't bring that, I appreciate that.
All right, let me say something about that.
All right, after you have a minute, and we're going to make Maxine talk.
Yeah, let me say something about that. You know why? Young things. Then say, oh, I may carry it for family member, I may carry it for this. But you know what? They go back and sell it and make money off of it. And then I brag about it. You understand? So when them find out, when them find out about it, what you believe they're going to do? They're going to start tax them because they know so them a lie. You understand? So sometimes we fuck up things for our own benefit. Because if we not get we are carry down things, we are until we say we are carry for family member, friend, or for donation to certain church. Yeah. You not do it. You take it and go sell it to your own brother and sister them. And then I brag about it and them a complain or you come down and a sell. So when they find out about it, that's why enough time things change in a law. Because people messed it up like that.
Okay. So if they don't tax people, right? How is how the bills them are gonna pay? How the government are gonna get money? Right? The government get them revenue through taxes, right? So they have to tax people. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we agree on that.
Well, of course they have to tax people. It's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate they have to tax you, right?
Definitely they have to pay. We don't have no problem paying tax.
Me, I gotta tell you something. Listen to this, right? When I go to the US and I do my liquor shopping, right? I'm gonna spend like say maybe 800 US, right? You see, when I come to the border, right? Come over to Canada and the custom dig me down. Although I have my receipts, right? They still searching. Did you know, right, that I have to pay taxes on what I bring in the country? I used to complain about it, right? And you know what they tell me? They said, well, if we don't tax you, right, how
we're not fighting against and not paying taxes. I'm saying I'm saying if you know you're a born national of Jamaica, charge us a better taxes than the ones who are not Jamaicans that are living in Jamaica or who are doing business in Jamaica who are not Jamaican, that who are doing the imports. But all who are born Jamaican, just please give us a little grace of a little tax, not too much. We still gonna pay with tax, but not charge us with a bus we had.
So what are they charging? What are they charging? Because if
let me give you an input on that. Let me get an input on that. When you're a Jamaican and you're coming into the country, try and make sure you have an updated Jamaican passport. When you present that at the custom, you're supposed to get like about $800 US duty free. So if the item costs $1,000, only $200 you pay the tax fund. Yeah, you get $1,000 free. A lot of people don't know that. And they complain and compare and say, I'm a Jamaican. Yeah. Say like you come and never help you pay down where I take off for the off.
Question.
But a lot of people don't know
What
that.
about shipping? What about shipping from other country, but they're not there in Jamaica? How about that?
No, you can't clear it like that. You have to get your concession.
You can't do it the way there. You can't do it the way there. Sometimes some of the taxes we pay are because of ignorance. Because sometimes there are things in place for Jamaicans to actually access, but because we don't know about it, we don't access it. Because like, suppose you live overseas for like say 5 or 6 years or 10 years, and you're coming back to Jamaica, you can return to Jamaica as like a returning resident, and you must get a duty, you must get an incentive of $5,000 or $6,000 for coming in, and you get a car for coming in or something like that. You understand me?
Okay.
So like you're there in America for 10 years and you say you want to build a house in Jamaica, you say I return. And you come back and you're carrying some of the things you carry from overseas and you get a waiver for carrying all of the things.
So do you get that from the
Jamaica government?
Which is the tax office, Jamaica government tax office.
No, not the tax office. Yeah, I think you get it through the passport thing. The passport. So if you want to find out more about it, contact the Jamaica consulate or go up on the website, and them give you a waiver for like 5,000 or something. I get a waiver for carrying a car or a car. It might be a certain age. At the time when I was there, and them give you all that waiver for carrying your stuff.
If you're a returning resident. If you're a returning resident.
Yeah, but some people. Yeah, you apply. A lot of people. You apply for it. A lot of people do it. A lot of people from England do it and come in.
Another point to make also, don't forget that they have to protect the industries in the country also. So you bringing in this stuff and they're trying to sell it or even whatever, you still have other companies here, because if you don't do that, then everybody will bring in stuff. And what about the people here who are selling? So they have to protect especially the smaller industries. They have to protect them. And every country does that. Every country, as Maxie just rightly said, when you go shop in the United States and come in, and I bought back 3 bottles of rum. Somebody asked me to purchase one for them, so I bought back 3 bottles of rum and a bottle of rum cream, and I paid an additional $75. $75. You know how much is one bottle of rum, Canadian rum? Sorry, Jamaican white rum in Canada? $45.
About
$45.
No, that's
about 130.
That's the flask.
No, that's not the flask, ma'am. That is the 26 ounces.
No. Where did you go buy it? I bake cakes, right? And I went and I bought a flask of rum, and I paid $54 something for that.
Well, I bought at where I live in Manitoba. We paid $45 at the Manitoba liquor. We paid $45 for a 26-ounce bottle of rum. I bake, my dear, too. So we are both in the baking.
I live in.
Well, you might.
Where you live?
But you know,
$45. Me buy a quarter.
In where?
I live in Toronto.
And for a class, you pay 45. No, something is wrong with that.
No. I paid that 45. How much is the Imperial Court? No, they don't have the Imperial.
They don't have they have the 26 ounces.
Right, and you know how much that is?
750 milliliter.
Correct.
Yeah.
$45.
Yeah, $45.
No.
BC fan.
Okay,
let me look and tell you how much is it in Toronto.
I get over Panama.
Yeah, man.
No, but the case is this, it's possible that it's higher, because remember the Canadian them take off all the American liquors, so you might realize that everybody going to go to other liquors outside.
I know, me learn too.
No.
If you buy a bottle of rain every rum over in America, you compare with the one in Jamaica, they're not the same strength,
No.
The one are 63%,
Yeah, and this is the Jamaican at 63, but it's same thing. We say 63 on the American bottle, But
I've
I
heard
tell
that.
you, them know them
No,
know
it
them
is the
water it down.
same.
They
No,
water it
it
down.
is the same. It is the
No,
same.
listen. It's the same proof, but the water it down is not the same strength, like purity.
Them can't water it down, general. Them can't water it down. It's only that some of them get do
You can't
longer.
water. You don't think so?
Them can't water it.
Yeah, or them.
No,
And that's
Oh,
me I
the-
tell them, say it's not the same. Because I buy the random over not taste nothing like the
What's her name? Maxi.
general.
In
General.
Toronto, you
Remember,
have
you
this.
have to pay taxes.
You have
No,
this.
you pay taxes.
You have this liquor
You
store.
pay taxes.
You have this liquor
Yeah.
store for LCBO, $44.45 for the Jamaican rum, and that's
Plus taxes.
it doesn't matter, but it's not something
No,
there.
no, no. You have to pay tax. You can't go in there go pay.
I
go buy it
know.
for $44.
I know that you pay
You have to
taxes.
pay tax. Yeah, so the taxes bring it to that.
Yeah, 45 plus tax.
Yeah, you have to remember you have to pay GST and PST, you know,
Yeah.
HST. Tax and you have to pay 2 tax on it. Right, so altogether you have to pay 13%, right?
And when you see the rum bottle, you know, say compound in Jamaica, them say this still in New York. That's what them say. On the real
No,
never
always
bottle.
come from Jamaica.
TikTok.
Always
No
come
TikTok.
from Jamaica.
Hold on, the Maxi. You see, our rum gets strong, you know, them put it down for years to get stronger. And
Nah,
I'm
man,
like,
this is one of the manufacturing a
Yeah, all of them.
City.
Yeah.
Not really
Not clear for open a long time, I'm not talk. Open.
No, go on, man. They are listening. I'm going to jump out and make somebody else come up.
All right. So Diego Dan. Diego Dan.
You,
Diego Dan.
you.
We'll talk some politics. The thing there. The budget with Mark Golan.
No, it was wonderful, and him give clarity to it to the Eva again over with some people that question about. You understand what I say?
Yeah, but in some never present a budget in the parliament. You know, things that in the parliament them should have make them speech. When get to that.
Listen, no, Spitty. What he said today was the how he's going to fund the budget. People were questioning how he's going to fund it. You understand? These were mere proposals, you know. That Mark Golan came with is what he's going to do when he come into power. The better of the Jamaican people. You understand what I say? The people them ask me and ask him what am I gonna do. Him say I'm gonna do it. So him tell them it wasn't a rocket science. You have to remember at the end of the day, them is not in government. You understand? And he make it clear to them, say, listen up, there's some things and guidelines of the government that do currently where we don't approve of because it now matriculate down to the livelihood of the Jamaican people. You understand? So some of our plans we have to implement, it's going to be different from what is going on currently now. Just like when him say you're watching the 11.7 billion that we take from the NHT annually to pay
11.4 billion.
Yeah, 11.4. I'm gonna take it back and put it back in the NHT or stop take it out. I'm not gonna take it back. And I like the money with them they correct. You understand? So I'm gonna stop take the money from out there and provide the necessary suitable houses. And I'm gonna use the word suitable, affordable houses for the Jamaican people. You understand what I say? So we can build more affordable houses for the Jamaican people. You understand? Then moreover again, him are gonna make getting the
bless up.
You understand?
Yeah. One
NHT and then meet the standard a certain way, but the rent to own activity where after 6 months, if you pay the loan on time, the government will give you a $500,000 grant to pay down on the house to make it easier for you. And I say, we give you a little break. And the initiatives that smooth into the Jamaican people, them and say, yo, finally them are hear something where can click to where them are feel. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
you think there was a good budget?
And I think so.
Diego, I still have an issue with that still, Diego.
And I
Because
think so.
here one, Diego.
Well,
Diego, I still have an
Diego
issue.
finish that, bro.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, I think him done. Go on, man.
Make it
Sorry,
finish
man.
that.
Yeah, man. Sorry, go on, man. Go on.
No man, me not a problem to talk to open discussion, man. I can talk to you, man. If I'm asking something, you ask me.
We still have an issue with that, Diego. Where to put it in whatever direction him say he want to put it. That's the problem, no, Diego. The problem is from day one, him does not tell us how he's going to come up with that money, and we just want that's my question. I know that enough people question.
Yeah, but what my discussion, I love for you read it up, and when you say all of these.
And wait, sorry. Me don't want to be rude, but sorry. And the issue with it is why when it call for, because listening now. What never problem? You don't never have a problem with your leader. I don't spell out the problem you have with your leader. To me, I know disrespect. It coming like a crybaby every time for the past 4. Listen, for the past 4. What you call it again? What is it called again? What am I saying called?
Budget presentation.
Press conference. Yes, press conference. For the past 4 press conference, later me out. For the past 4 press conference that the man, me know the man hold. It's blunder and something that's why I call back press conference to try and make it up, you know.
So what's
that's my issue?
What my discussion, I know we don't want no more loans. We don't want to buy no more loans since the plan.
You're lucky alone like that. You're lucky alone.
Let's make Andrew agree up a good deal where we have a lot of land. Make Andrew talk to the Chinese so we can bring some manufacturing in the country. So open up some car manufacturing, because that's what Chinese good for, Japanese good for all these people. Make we see if we can teach Jamaicans to build cars, all these things, build up some railroads down there, even if they run across the country. Them local thing there. Right now, we don't want to disturb the peace right now, switch and flip and sound like different faces.
You me afraid that Diego little sparring P them now. One way me see them going to come with is taxation, and that is our issue.
Yeah, we can't do that.
That's our problem. Cause you're talking, and what you're talking, no, cool. No? All we come out of your mouth, you know, is sweet on the left hand. But when you ask about the right hand now, we say, then, brethren, where or how you're going to make this money? Him cannot tell we. That is the problem.
Discussion, he did that today, Bridget. And if you listen to the interview, you would come here and talk that, Bridget.
No, sir. You know what I'm going to give you that. Since we never listen to whole light, then so to speak.
We never listen it, so we don't talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Let me not say that, since we don't listen to whole light.
All right, hold on, let me ask somebody else. Hold on then. Hold on. Remote. So come to your bouquet. Remote.
Yeah, my general.
Yeah, man, welcome. You listen to Mark Golden's speech today?
No, I know.
Oh, you never listening?
But I have something more with you, my general. So, I have this young lady, she lost her mother last year, September. And Sunday night, she get a call, say her house burned down. You understand? Na Bull Bay, 10 mile. So, Maitland on TikTok.
Maitland?
All right, so anybody can assist Kia Maitland with our house burned down. We'll try to send on something for you, you know? What's your name, brother?
Kian Maitland.
Kian Maitland.
Yeah.
All right.
Maitland for the side.
Kian Maitland on the live. We have 99 people, so now they're here. Kian Maitland look fit on TikTok. I can help her with a lot of things for your house burned down.
And I go for me in my bio too, so if you no want to check it out, they're the same.
All right.
See it in the comment section there.
Yeah, man. Sorry for hear that.
Yeah, man.
All right. Yeah, man. Step up now.
Yeah, go on, my general.
Well, go on. You listen Mark Bowling thing today?
No, never.
Eh?
No, and I night no me ever listening.
Oh, turn up the volume, huh?
No, me I say and I night I'm
Oh, so you know I hear him I say. So you know feel same should I bring that at the budget debate what they have?
I not bring him no bring it. I understand people don't understand what going on and people want talk what they want to talk and we are I know so well money lose money them where they might use I do foolishness them now the money that we are going to capture and put to good use.
Let me the foolishness like what? Like how? You have to explain yourself, you know.
It will the coffin them where them are dipping now. We when we in a government we are going to have opportunity to have it. So we know if we use it best.
So all them development and infrastructure, and if you say money I go towards them and thing.
Of course money I go towards them, but you don't know how you go when money go towards certain things. Them have them way them get what them want to get.
So
brother, that just meant a statement, honestly. And I don't want you gotta say this way, but we no mean no disrespect. But you know you still don't tell when not based on what you just say a while ago.
When I understand nothing.
The man tell you exactly what every government do. So basically,
I like how you say that. I like how you say that, remote.
No, gentlemen. Don't tell me what every government do. Tell me what you going to do. And that's my brother. Me not too bright enough. Me can't tell you. But me not understand. So explain it to me.
All right. So government run the country with basically taxes, right? So they collect taxes, and that then use and run the country. If they need additional money, then borrow money. So the same money with Andrew Holness is going to use and run the country. If Mark Golding win, that is what he's going to use to run the same budget.
But I'm here to tell you now, see, that man don't have the ability and the know-how to do it. Because him is not saying it. That's the issue, you know. You see, if him could have said it, probably wouldn't have mentioned it so much, you know. But he's not saying up to today, even you are even there over there, so cannot define and tell us, look, this is how we are going to make the money, and then after we make the money, this is how we are going to spend it. Because listen to your argument. Yeah, we are not.
Hold on.
Yeah, Magava finance minister, my general. Understand?
Hold on.
And the finance minister will advise him. And if he want more advisor, him can hire them.
Hold on.
Enough money is there that we make. Come on, man. When you talk, come on. No, my brother. Listen to me.
Who you refer as we now?
We, this administration.
The political party power though.
No, listen again. Yes. Enough
JLP
money is
make money?
there. Listen, man, and ask a question so here. Enough money is there that this administration know how to pull it through. The question to your administration now is how are you going to do it?
No, what my discussion, man. I lose half of you with a question.
Hold on.
No,
So,
man,
no,
that's my question. Me ask.
So hold on, we're going so bad till we all say JLP make money. A Jamaica money, my brother.
Then me not
No. You have to understand something.
Hold on, one at a time.
The simple thing is this.
Money. Where do you
No, hold on. The simple thing is this, right?
My brother.
The simple thing is this.
But no, wait no man. I just one thing. I never tell you it's PMP money or JLP money. Fine. What I'm saying is, Show us what is your capability of making, like me telling some boy I can't me push out tomorrow, I'm gonna push a cat and make some money. Tell us how you are going to make money.
So why you not ask Andrew only how am I gonna do it? Why just
because he's doing it, because he's doing it.
Doing what?
Listen. Yeah,
2 quarters
consecutively. Thursday we're gone. Let me tell you now, because something can say. Thursday we're gone. We get Jesus, but can't remember the name of the machine. I don't want to look like an idiot, but 300 of them we get. If you go in a courthouse, tax office, X-ray machine. Yeah, 300 of them we get.
The body X-ray when you go through security, them straight.
Yes, sir. Yes, 300. Yes, 300 of them we country get. Me can tell you
all
that.
Right, so good. Me glad you go there, so. Okay, you see that?
But it's not. But what I'm saying to you, say, and I borrow money, and we buy it. Me and you buy it.
All right.
Yeah, the tax dollars.
We did
yes,
so we're going to talk about it.
But
Hold on.
Go ahead.
No, you jump past what you just say.
No, go ahead.
You say them get X-ray machine, right? No more you tell me what those machine is for.
Security.
Airport, courthouse.
Security.
Maybe banks,
government buildings.
You know, anything that's anything that is high sensitive, that is very confidential, or
exactly security.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So
not necessary. We're not gonna say the digital way, but it just modern.
I don't know what it tied to, but I can tell you that it is going to help break down this criminality we are going in the country.
So crime are going to tax office?
You never know the real again. Hey, the real again wider.
Hold on. What do you mean we never know?
One at a time.
So let me ask you something.
So let me ask you.
Try to see if
so let me ask you. Me and you, they are tax office. You, how man going to tax office with the
me never see somebody. Never see crime at tax office.
Exactly, but
the only crime at tax office is that you go there and can't even pay your tax.
That's what you are saying. That's what you are saying, brother. That's what you are saying.
You tell me one crime we're going to tax office, even though we know I'm going to come up at the
it not happen yet, but you can't say it can't happen in the future.
What you're doing is preventing it. What you're doing is preventing it.
So basically you're saying, listen up, basically you're saying that these X-ray machine is not nothing to do with the new digital world, but you're 300%.
No, I didn't say that. No.
March 20, they're going to roll out the new digital system. March 23rd, RGD roll out an app called I'm Alive app. I don't know if you're following.
We're about that
country. Right?
So what is the issue you have
these X-ray machine when I talk about now, that is also a part of the new digital system. But the big question is, do you fully understand what the new digital system means for you, the individual?
I can tell you, I don't know where you're coming from, but I'll tell you, so we need it. I'm going to just give you this.
Hold on, Raymond.
Let me explain to him. If a policeman stop you out the road and this happen all over the world.
That's not the question. You don't need fit. Me don't know if me need it. Me ask you if you know what it means.
No, I
answer if you know what it means.
No, I don't know what your terminology is. So tell me your terminology.
No, you. What
are
you
for you? Are you ask me the question?
Hold on, let me ask.
Educate us the remote. Educate us now.
Hold on.
Exactly, educate me. Are you asking me?
Let me ask you something. Hold on. What's that talk now? Hold on. Remote.
Yeah, my general.
Yeah, you believe that it needs good for Jamaica?
No.
No. Why you say that?
Why you say that?
Infringe on your privacy, which is your biometrics.
Nah, man, garbage you attack.
Yeah,
You
man.
never go foreign it. Hold on, let me talk to him. You ever go foreign it?
This system is coming from foreign.
You live a foreign? Or you just visit?
The digital system is coming
Hold on,
from
brother.
foreign.
Answer me. You visit
It's
foreign or
already
you
there
live a
foreign.
Give me a little talk before then switch
Yeah,
off.
talk to him, man. Me soon gonna talk. You
No, me
visit
no want
or you
to
live?
switch.
Which one?
Me no want to switch off.
Me live in Jamaica, my general.
All right. You go talk after Sydney. Let me don't talk, no, man. Let me land, man. Hold on. You see when you live a foreign, everybody have a security number, social security number. Everybody. And nobody can tell the government say them no infringe. So them are infringe upon them. And you see that number? You have it till you're dead. And once them punch in the number, then I see them know everything about you. Everything about you, brother. And you can't tell government say you're infringed on the right. We don't want a social number. And the same thing, they might bring a Jamaica, brother, and modernize the place.
Man, there you go. Updating.
You see me, I say no.
So let me ask that question. You know something when the EIN number?
Man, I talk over and over again. Let me just put in a couple little points.
Sit this.
That is may have one. So when you say you have to get the social security number, no, you can build a LLC under your business through your LLC. In Jamaica, you can create your trust and fuck off with TRN number, because that's what people have sense doing.
We're talking about that thing with everybody.
TRN, the digital system is going to be based on the
Beginning from your
TRN
border, if you have.
Brother,
the digital system is going to be based on the TRN number, my general. Just like how in America,
Speedy, just tell him like this, Speedy. It's when you're born.
The social security.
In any hospital over in the United States, the first number assigned is a social security number.
Everybody have to have that.
You hear that?
You can't
the first number that assigned to you is a social security number. When you're born in the hospital, where you become as an immigrant here and migrate here, that's how you start to become yourself enrolled in the system.
My brother, what number have to do with anything if your digital fingerprint biometric don't add to it? What number? What on attack and still now?
All right.
Anybody can know.
Hold on, this is the attack.
Listen to me. I look at that, no man.
We don't really do the connection.
Listen what me say to you. What number? Listen again, you know. When I say number. Place every individual differently. I can thief your social security number.
All right. Yeah, me I say.
No, we are not
All
answer
right,
that. I can thief your social security number.
All right, so let me tell you. So let me answer you. Let me answer you.
You talk again.
Hold on. Make Sydney get a talk now.
Yeah.
Me I say, me also you say this government I want mad government, including the Prime Minister. I'm not sure no. All right. The needs and the number one I say. Me not say it's not necessary no. Me not say it's not necessary. But here want me now. Is your priority. All right, you got to have
somebody asleep with it.
Matthew asleep.
Index.
No,
Index.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm there.
You say, you know, you how you bringing them car, then
I want to see me, man.
300 scan machine, you know. And you have 5 of your main hospital operator and theater down, and you're not fix one. Where people are suffer and I feel pain.
Oh,
never go hospital yet and you people are man.
All right, all my discussion. Make him go. Man, brother, go on.
your main hospital people for years they want the operation for cure them sickness, brother. And you were telling me about some scanning machine. You not even fix one out of them there. The scanning machine can wait. Them they don't have to come right here now. But the operator and theater what we work man. And that we deal with, brother. Them scanning machine got both bringing scanning machine. Them they can stay aside first. Look about your price.
Baby now bed in the hospital. They have ultrasound machine. I have a scanning machine.
Hold on, come on. I show me to them man. That this the second thing. The second thing one not talk about the market you talk. Andrew only say I give $1 billion free to people. He went talk where am I getting money from to get them get that $1 billion there? And him in a government 9th year. Him in a government 9 years and never talk where more get the money from to give $1 billion free. They want to don't market you want in a government here.
A little bit of money that 20,000 that I got add up to.
No, hold on, brother. No, yeah, 20 hold on, $1 billion. Brother, we don't talk. I want to, no man. Abonita bono, no brother.
Talk,
see, $1 billion free.
1 minute.
And yes, and all of them I say, you never him in the government 9 years and he never talk yet where I get the money from to do it. So you pressure the man outside. The man put him idea. I say when in
land Sydney land this time up.
It ain't rocket science, people. All the money where this government is spending in the country is coming from us, the taxpayers, bro. So it's not like you over there selling dope. I'm not like you over there selling firearms or whatever other thing that they collect money. No, taxpayers money. But we can't fix everything at the same time. That's why I'm saying you have to look at the thing like a 10-year, 15-year plan. But we can't, alright. Y'all want to see Jamaica run like a business, but we can't fix everything at the same time. We cannot.
No, listen. I know that's the argument, you know, brother.
We're not
talking about that is not important.
No don't for me tell him TikTok.
For me, what's sitting at about the hospitals.
Right, and the hospital.
For what
Sydney's
talking about in the hospitals, it's not a situation, it's a 5-year continuous not operating. We have had issues with the hospitals, some fix now, some fix later, some fix tomorrow, some fix yesterday. You understand me? The fact of the matter is this, and you as the people from the People's National Party were the ones who brought it up, that when the government made it possible for people to go into the hospital and get the free health care, they said they're going to burden the system. That's what they're setting up, right?
But don't hit that one now.
No, don't say 5 years. Don't say 5 years. Don't say 5 years.
The matter is 5
don't say 5 years. Because some of the persons who have been delegated with the authority to manage these hospitals have not been managing it properly. So the central government never know about it. Central government never know about it.
Stupidness here coming.
Government fix healthcare if they don't fix agriculture. Healthcare is tied to agriculture. So if you don't fix healthcare, you have to fix agriculture.
Scanning machine can stay, brother. Scanning machine can stay. You know, we talk about the operator.
If you don't understand what agriculture does to healthcare, brother, go and do your research.
Brother, one at a time, my youth.
You cannot fix the healthcare sector.
Hold on. When one man attack there, them pass them mic. Saying, Ernie, you don't talk? Ernie, you land?
Ernie can't talk no more, man.
All right, hold on. Index. Index.
The man now make a point about agriculture and health.
Clear up the hospital thing first, brother. Not talk about the agriculture yet. Clear up the hospital thing where the Fiverr operator get and our work. I got to know if you clear up.
Come up, man.
Yeah, me I hear what you say.
No, I say if you debunk where Sydney I say, but the hospital thing.
Oh, but you have to remember, say, well, a whole heap of work I put in towards the hospital, even the university hospital are refurbished. Don't Cornwall original.
Oh God, man. Oh God, we attack the operator and theater, brethren.
Well, I said when the man attack, make him man talk, no brother, we make you talk,
yeah,
you know.
It must straight from the point, my brethren.
Hold
And
on,
that's why
Straight from the point, my brethren. Who tell us say all of the machine? Who tell us say all of the machine now work? If all of the machine,
it come over the news, brother. It come over the news.
Say the mute
your mic. Not working, 5 of them not working, brother, over 2 months now.
Mute your mic.
So don't
Earlier
tell me.
You said 5 years, you know.
Mute it.
Earlier You said 5 years.
Start now in there.
All right, let's look on it. Let's look on it. The past government, the PNP government, a whole heap of things never done on a freedom government. And we don't expect say this a prime minister I got done, I got fix all of them problem there. And not about one next 2 year cut out tight where the government not get to do certain things because of COVID. Saying so the government still do a lot if you really think about it for the time in power. And remember the PNP was there for 18 years and them still couldn't fix all of them problems. I say you see your sister Jamaica.
Them when I work, but I don't tell a lie. Everyone.
If the PNP workers always think say when I want going to power, him to fix every problem at once. No, you know really happen like that. Because if it could have happened like that, the PNP would have done all the problem that Jamaica had but that need to be fixed.
True.
See, so that is my opinion.
All right, hold it there, son. I'm going to find some different people. Brookie, you talk already, right? You want to talk?
Yeah, man, I told that said everything take time. Everything get room no bill no one day. We just want transparency from government still and accountability. We want them lead by example.
But I say something.
Hold on, TikTok. Make him done. The man go have 4 minutes to talk.
We not fight on no progress.
Come on, talk out him talk.
We not fight on no progress with no government to try make. Because our money stay the way. So you don't know we still glad when them do something. Regardless of which government. You see what I'm saying? But we have to lead by example. The big guys, them have to lead by example. The youth, them not have no example. That's why so much unrest in our society. You know what I'm saying? And who feels it knows it. More time we dip on the ground and we see exactly what is going on. You know what I mean? But I want love said speed still. We're glad to say man them can stay together and all the reason. Because you must get a reason civil and make it sound good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because my poor and we show power, you know, we did PMP and labor right, and we not fight against nobody. Everybody. Yeah.
He done anything good for the country? Because all me here now talk about things. What good has he done over the period of time he's been in there?
One, it reduced the unemployment rate.
Is the country better off?
In 4 minutes.
Is the country better off now than before he got it?
My answer is yes.
To look at.
No,
okay, so why
the country is not better?
Oh, shut up, man.
Listen.
Shut the hell up.
Ask me why I said that. Ask me why.
Brethren, we're not based on the thing, you know. We don't want a man talk when the man talk.
How is it is not better than when he got it?
Let me tell you then. Jamaica, food safety is worse than now than in the 80s.
Brother,
Go do your research.
You know what happened? If we,
the economy grows 0%.
listen,
Blame that on Jamaica itself.
if we as Jamaicans were supporting our own, the country would be better off. But what we do, we fight our own down in what we are doing, because I used to be a person who ships stuff to Jamaica and sell. And people are gonna come to me and told me that they might have to go buy from the Chinese man than buy from their own Jamaica.
Talk it true. Talk it true.
But the question you ask, the question in Jamaica is worse than now.
I'm saying, if it was worse, if the country is better now, is the country better now? Is the country better now than when?
We take accountable.
The Chinaman doesn't pay taxes. We
Jamaicans
pay more taxes to help our teachers, our doctors, our nurses, the road, and everything. The Chinaman doesn't, but to find 75% of Jamaicans support the Chinaman and the Indian man more than how they support their own in a Jamaica. And that is our biggest downfall at Jamaica right now.
All right, hold it, brother. Who are report to him, I say now?
Yeah, me report to him, I say.
Yeah, you're
China. When you say food safety,
hold on, brother. When you talk, make you talk for 4 minutes. Anybody want to rebut to you, I say go write down when they might say rebut to after. Because butting in and butting in confuse the people when we are listening. The 120 people who are listening now, you're good.
All right, respect.
One at a time.
All right, so
go on.
When I talk about food safety, buying from the Chinese now have nothing to do with our food safety. Food safety is about, can you eat what you grow? Can you feed yourself? And I'm telling you that if you go and do your research, Jamaica is in a worse state in 2025 than in the 80s when it comes down to food safety, when it comes down to whether we can grow what we eat. We can't even feed ourselves. So the China have no. Hold on.
No, button.
Nobody no interrupt him, man.
No interrupt.
Hold on.
Carry on. Sorry.
So that is our no growth. That is what is called a recession. So when you ask again, if the country is better or if it is worse under this leadership, you can answer that yourself. The country is facing a recession right now.
I have got button pants because I'm gonna ask you this question. In the 80s, what was the population in Jamaica in the 80s? Or the 90s? What was the population in the 80s? No, so I'm asking the question because the population have to do it because they have more population now in the 2000s than back in the 80s, brother. Look at that. Remember that the population grew, so it takes more to feed the population. Do your research on that.
What was the population? What was the population in the 80s? We probably have 2 point something million people.
Can I make a point?
Was that in the 80s? Was that in the 80s?
So that's your excuse.
Can I make a point?
No, it's not excuse. It's not excuse.
Of course, it's an excuse. It doesn't matter how much people you have. You're supposed to feed yourself.
Hold on, brother. You see, that me telling you know. You see when one man attack and the next man butt in, and next man go butt in, and they confuse the thing.
Yeah, we're tired of that, man. They confuse the thing for real. We don't understand.
Next man them talk, no, brother, when I do the thing like a market house where I run, brother.
Yeah, me land in the talk.
One man at a time, man. Write down the points.
Let me land now.
One want to man, write it down and I'm going to go on a dance after.
Yeah. So the argument about there were less population back in the 80s. It doesn't matter what is your population. If you want to be a thriving economy, the first thing you must focus on is feeding yourself, feeding your population. That's
all
what
right,
good governance
do. Your
do.
time up now. Your time up.
Right.
Hold it, sir. Mute your mic, please. Who want to rebuke what I say?
Thing that, Pete boy.
Huh?
Where Pete boy I said, but we don't support one another. True him attack. We need to emphasize on that more. We just shut down that so like on not true him attack. We don't support one another.
Yeah, I could agree. I agree on that. And I think you have a point where I say, yeah, back in the 80s, yeah, we did have not so many people that we have in 2000, 2005, 2010, 2020, 25. Like,
I don't think
you
you
know
should
what I
use
mean?
the population to judge. You can't use the population.
No, but
listen, whoever is leading should be prepared.
Can I say something? Can I say something which I think is very relevant to this?
I will attack. A tree somebody attack. The man say one.
I want at that time, man.
Yeah.
Who attack now? Who attack?
I was saying.
Go ahead.
Let me say.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, finish your talk with that.
I was saying whatever the population may be.
You have 2 minutes left, Brookie.
Whatever the population may be, any government that is in power are aware of that. So they're supposed to do whatever they do to accommodate that. So I think we should have used it really.
That's good. I'm known as yeah, the government should be having setting preparation for our lands them to be farmed up food. And we know they have places where they probably do that, but maybe we don't have enough equipment. Like I say, everything comes with money and time as well. If our government could probably like set up a contract with John Deere and say, hey, give us some tractors to borrow, lease or whatever, we farm the land. Maybe the younger guys out there would be like more encouraged to want to go farm land. Or we can put eventually we have the best soil, you know what I mean? We have the best water, we land already surrounded by water and everything. We got great weathers that come there. So we produce everything. Quick crops, long crops, all kind of different crops. Yeah, but who are influences right now in 2025 to go out there and go do the farming? I mean, when I was going to school, we was doing farming from I was in primary school. That was part of our curriculums going to school. But I don't know if it's in today's school they're teaching the young generation about farming, when it's the right time to sow seeds, when it's dark night, when it's half a moon, daylight. You know what I mean? But what I say is like there are solutions so we all can come together as brothers and sisters. You see me I say? And we can make it work. Yes, we don't support we own. Or the class, so we don't want accountable of that. We don't support we own. Because you don't want to John down the road driving up on the car, go to market and over is still right back. Right, Jamaicans, the government are trying to do good and trying to reach out to other international governments as well. Not just only America, but even within the Pan-Caribbean diaspora too as well. But I appreciate these things.
Yeah, man,
my time.
My
time now.
Let me
explain. My time now.
Let me explain. Let me explain something. Let me explain something for where everybody talk about, right? First thing, in the 80s, right? When we could have said maintain ourselves or feed ourselves, you have to remember in 2025, at least 50% of those lands that were under farmland are now houses. So we can't do that again, right? 2, when people talk to the Chinese, them not pay taxes. You have to remember the government have an incentive program in certain areas. I remember downtown Kingston was one of that. I think part of Spanish Town was it. If you set up a business down there, you don't pay taxes over for a period of time. I think for 5 years. And what the Chinese them do, them stay there for 5 years. When it's time for them to start paying taxes, they make them brother or sister take over the business and start the process all over again. What are the main reason why them food usually cheaper than anybody else? When one Chinese come in, them carrying other Chinese to work in them store and pay them little to nothing and them live at the big house. When them do them sweat labor time, that Chinese are bringing in, set him up with a business outside of the town, like probably say St. Mary. So we have happen over a period of time, you have one Chinese where kind of have, if you look like a tree, you have a lot of branches from that one Chinese. One store. We, as I said, we as Jamaicans don't work together. You understand me? They work together. So when him buy film 9 containers of mackerel, if Grace sell it for $12, he has the power to say he will buy 9 containers at $10. You understand me? Grace now give up that the sale. That's why they're always ahead of us. How we don't work together.
I agree with you.
No, but you talk about something.
You understand me?
Food safety. That the Chinese have nothing to do with food safety. It's about our farmers.
Hold on, make him done remote. You gotta come in after. Hold on, make him done, man. Go on, brother.
I'm gonna talk about it.
You have a minute.
Food safety thing what you talk about. Yeah, I understand. The food safety thing what you bring up, we don't have the amount of lands that we had in the 80s to farm.
I'm sorry about that.
The incentive that was
remote, make him talk, no man.
The incentive that we had, there was a case in point with NCB as a prime example, when the government of the day had a policy where they incentivized private companies to go into farming, and NCB went into papaya and oranges, right? And I have said it on several occasions that the only way you can provide enough food for the country is to incentivize large corporations to do industrialized farming in order to sustain our food safety. Criteria. Milan.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, reboot that now. First of all,
you have 4 minutes. Your time.
Yeah. So first of all,
discussion. Then Peter Boy and then Sydney.
Yeah. So first of all, I like how you come to change the narrative, but you all are going to expose the government of the day more. This government is the one who take these farmland.
Tap up the screen. Like and share.
Yeah, so this government is the one who take these farmland and build house. Not only mash up the agriculture industry, they mash up NHT because they take NHT money, give to private investors to build house on these farmlands. So you're trying to defend this government and you expose them more. So and the next thing now, when I said food safety, I'm talking about grow what you eat. I'm not talking about mackerel and sardine where Chinese are shipping. We are talking about agriculture directly. Grow what you eat. So that's your food safety, right? So the mother put the Chinese in this. This is about Jamaican and whether we are capable to feed ourselves. And you're saying that enough land is not there. That's another bullshit. Me travel the 14 parish and quarter of Jamaica not populated. A bare land everywhere you go. So that's an next bullshit you attack. Land that you can't done, farmers. Fight, make it way cheaper than the small farmers them produce in the market and mash up them industry. You know, most tomato spoil a country a year time because of this, because they import tomato, onion, garlic.
Yeah, have a minute remote.
So don't come here and try to change the narrative. We need to reason as Jamaican and realize what is best for us. And what is best for Jamaican is whether we can feed ourselves or not. Because when the food crisis come, we see him wanna go feel it. Who you think I go feel it? You think Andrew go feel it? You might just take a plane and left. You would
So we're gonna turn cannibal.
Bullshit, and you go feel it.
All right. Hold on now. I'm gonna say what we're gonna do the produce. Where we have excess produce.
Export it.
Thank you.
I think them need to build some factory for
cool storage.
Them.
And storage. Yeah, I agree.
And that if you take money buy
hold on, everybody. Don't get excited. Hold on. Open discussion. Your time, brother. Step up.
But I'm glad they give me a talk. But when me want to know, I don't even know if it talk.
You got 4 minutes.
Around 20 different things me here are talking. Everybody talk something different. So, you tell me when me can talk, because some of the things when me hear.
Can I do a review? Let me do a review. Let me do a review for you. Let me do the review.
No, you don't have to do. No, sir. Listen to me. You don't have to. They are me a listener, 3 million. And my brother would just say, he just go and grow what to eat. Out of that 3 million, how much farmers will we have in that 3 million?
Maybe 500,000.
500,000.
Not too much, man. Not too much.
That's about 100,000.
You're being realistic?
About 20,000.
Okay.
About 20,000.
If you give them funding, how much you think you'd have?
That is not funding. We're not talking about funding. You see, that come with
you can't have without funding.
Is it that
nobody not talking about? Jeez, I'm not going to talk.
Make him talk, man. Make a speech, brother.
Listen, when you talk, people crisscross the argument. Me I talk about people, man. I talk about funding. Funding and people are two different things. Come on, brother. Funding and people is not two different things. Me I talk about people.
Yes.
Right. So you bring in funding. Stop crisscross the argument. Listen, man. Right? And understand. We have 3 million people in our country. Let me explain to one another the issue we are having around the world. I don't understand it. There is places in the world, and one of them they're close to us now. Where? One place where them have 3 million people in that place are plant banana. How can we now plant banana if we match them? Explain that to us, to me. It cannot happen.
True
so
funding.
What I'm not understanding is certain things were not mentioned are good, but that was Those times leave us. Listen now, let me explain something to you now. We used to be one of the leading places where I sell sugar. No, nobody. Now use cane make sugar. When I look at the facts of life, man, don't talk and just talk because the talk is there. Right? Look at Brazil. Places in Brazil alone, you know. Look at our island that we have, right? A place in Brazil, 3.5 times the size of our country. We are plant banana. 3.5 times the size of our country, now we are plant banana, right? How can we now go back now to our olden days and say we are plant banana for match them? Who gonna buy our banana? Who gonna buy it? When I'm not talking, brother, I'm not look what's going on around the world. Move with the world. Stop go back 40 years ago. Them the thing they want to talk about cut out days long gone. And if you don't understand that, I don't know where else you're going to get to say understand. What we need to, what we're doing now, yes. The two little farm, listen to me talk. The two little farmer, the two little farmer where we have, the government say, all right, this is what we are going to do. We are going to start build some storehouses. That matter of fact, them find our places somewhere in a St. Catherine and them say them want to start do it. And not only that, you know, this is what we have to look on. Where we live, in other part of our world, we are prone to disaster. So when we go to plant 50 acre or 200 acre banana, you know what? One fucking day's time come and do all of that blow down. When I'm not talking, man, talk and understand what's going on with the world. Don't go back 50 or 300 years ago, plant food. No, we have to import food, right? Until we figure out a way to say, all right, we're going to store some. And even when we store some, we still, I'm going to say, how much people are going and everybody are going to plant yam, banana, sugar, and whatever. There's only certain food we can store. So no matter how you look for
But people must send to the bed. The people must send to the bars and them thing right now the crop in the field and they can't sell nothing through them import the second hand and third hand goods in Jamaica. The Minister of Agriculture, Flight Green, they might import onion for the people them. And no banana alone, we have onion and tomato and rich potato right now the people in field can't sell and what I say because them bring the cheap goods them and take off the importation tax off of them and let it go cheap. And the people them things can't sell through what them do. So why must say big old fool if you see my come with brother? And I say we don't have it, you know. We plant it, but you can't sell the market out there because them bring in world goods. Secondly now, this government and prime, I deal with the prime minister first, you know. Wait, you in the 9 year, brother. I want a labor right tell me one legacy what this man have. One if they know what we call legacy. You know, have a factory, in have a school, in have a hospital, in have a college, in have nothing in the now. Where you tell me say no, you know what is your legacy you left you know within 9 years. Portia in the 4 year, the shortest in a PNP in the 4 year and she build 2 school and a college. Right over Portmore, she have a college over there. See, what you can say, yes, a Portia. And you in the 9 year, man, and you can, you know, have not have issue say, are you that? Me not talk continue thing, you know, like repair and harder, and you know, me not talk what you build from scratch. Bring can hear me at school. What for the highway then? Brother, let me talk, brother. Don't tell me no highway that from PJ Patterson baby that. Now come tell me that me say me no want no right? My thing. So I mean check me more, tell you no talk. Saying,
give some extra time the host, please.
Yeah. Man, me not go now and say you be live here, brother. Me want to hear about school, hospital, factory for the youth them have anybody to go through, brother. You don't have none for sure. When you dig up wrong, say you build police. Yeah, you must say my build 4 police station Tarati. You see the worst thing for lock up the youth them. Eh? And that you do. And you can't
Alright,
finish
hold it there now. Peter boy.
I'm on site Tarati.
Peter boy.
But I want to kill them after Tarati. No man
Yo,
can't talk.
Skitty. Let me ask you, see.
What you just talked a while ago.
Skitty, no, you don't worry about me, don't I?
You just talk about discussion.
You see me, I try to show you.
Man, just talk a while
I am not talking. Listen to me.
You're not running thing right, man.
Let me ask you something.
Next one you start, man.
What is we lead income? What will make the most money after in our country right now?
Tourism.
Good. Very good, gentlemen. And what is the biggest hindrance? And what is listen to the people?
Take me down.
This is the question. What is the biggest hindrance of tourism in our country right now?
Most of the dollars are leave the country.
The crime where a leader can't control. That's why we are changing.
It's not run fair, brother. You can't just talk and brother, you have to rest yourself, discussion, man.
Peter boy.
Yeah, man, there, man.
Yeah, talk now.
All right. The brother remote say, eat where you grow and grow where you eat. When you walk into the market, do you buy from the local man or you buy clean goods or clean product? Because one of the things when we come to Jamaica, one of the things when we come to Jamaica and notice is this. People tend to come to the market and see a man with him onion, and because they have a bit of dirt on it, oh, I don't want that. Carrot are the same thing. And those are some of the things that happen in Jamaica. We don't support our own. You know? And that's why the government have to carry in goods at times, because and the man within goods have to stay till they rotten, because man will see a cabbage and because they have to look a worm bed pan it and say they don't want it, which is the best to buy. Then go buy the one in the supermarket or they want to import it. You know, and those are the things that happen right here. We don't support our own because then things look a small man watch if do something or be a millionaire after it. If a man buy a van, then say, boy, have me money buy that. We are really supposed to support each other. As I said before, I used to be a higgler. I just come down with stuff and sell. They come down and support the kids them in a school, me carry down books and things, and me, but me not sell, me give it to them. And man not come to me and tell me, say him now buy a book from me for $100 because the China man I sell 6. A dozen for $600. I'm telling you, go and go do it. So unless we can come together and unite as one, this country will, no matter which party in power, this country will get nowhere if the people of Jamaica don't unite. That's one of the biggest things that we have, and it's not just in Jamaica, it happens in America. America may live. I'm in the trucking industry. And the same thing that happened in Jamaica are the same thing in America. Undermine, we own and don't support our own. I'm close my mic.
I agree with you right there.
Nobody in the US now say we not unite.
It not happen.
All right, hold on this remote. Hold on. Index.
Index.
You're blessed.
Anybody input. Come out of box, can one rotate the box them.
Yeah, man. This
you can't take me out, you know. Take me out. Come here, rest up now.
All right, Index. Respect. All right. New TikTok.
Yes, sir.
Your time.
Boy, man, I tell you, like, all right, I really do believe in Jamaica. First thing and foremost, I really do believe in Jamaica. I really feel like we can become a real strong local island, you know what I mean? In so much different ways. So me have always kept my mind positive when it comes to Jamaica. It's not really enough. It doesn't matter what party unite or whatever for me. I just want to know the people know that You see, the things are because we don't really understand that even the simple look at all these things that we might have in our communities and them thing there, because we don't know how to kind of utilize them to can make them turn a different. A simple fact that even end society.
Yeah.
You have a whole heap of people down there probably raise chicken and never knows that chicken feather could make called pillows. You know what I mean? We have to know how to kind of reuse these things that everything is natural resources there. As I say, so let's use that as an example. If we are talking about the tomato going to be spoiled, we can turn tomato into ketchup, or we can make tomato salsa, whatever it is. So I say, just because we don't, yeah, our juices are so just because we don't really know the new matrix of making things preserve and last longer and how you can really
Processing,
go
and the processing plant them.
and the processing plants and stuff like that. You understand? Because really and truly, that what really beat us. It's not that we say, oh, we just here and the food just spoil and stuff. And yeah, and like I said, we need to support each other, come to the farm and stuff. We need, and the other thing too, like if me I come buy something for your squiddy, me I buy a cabbage from you, you know, so your normal price was $30, but true, you know, me I come, you know, me come from a local part of the community or whatever, you go say you are $50. Them things they need to cut out. They just have to be fair justice with everything across. You understand me? I say, because if you're gonna try to cheat out your customers who are come to support you and think you try to feel like you want to bomb them up with a couple extra dollars, you're not gonna see them the next following week come buy nothing from you. Because remember when my mother used to go to the market and my mother got to this one lady and she have one leg, but my mother go and support her because she treat my mother with great hospitality, fair pricing. So my mother always knows when she got the place, and this she gonna go spend her money. You know what I mean? But when she go to other people, you don't see all them random numbers that come. But saying that to say this is that the end of the day, we are all one Jamaican. And we have to just move together. I mean, no one else say, yo, no one see this a bill and this a bill, but like me, I say, everything can build one time. You can't open up 5-6 different projects. Better you try to say, let us open up some project that can allocate some money, and we can take some money from that project to start build another project. And when those two projects are bringing in revenue, just like whether y'all ask the question, what is Jamaica income? What bring income to Jamaica? Is only one thing y'all could say: tourism. We don't have no great museum that develop to give people a wider input to know about Jamaica. Talk about the roots of like the ancestors, them and this and so forth. Only thing you got is like Bob Marley Museum. But what about the country of the museum? It's, you know what I mean? What about try see if we can find some another thing to bring money to Jamaica? If Jamaica think about it is, you know, Jamaican like to have people come from all over the world and come spend money. Bring a nice casino, something chill on the beach side. Bring a casino where it can be Jamaica politicians them go in together and put their money together and build up a huge casino to bring revenue in their country. But that's some land.
All right, land there, sir. Hold on now. We have bless, and then politics. Mr. V. Come in, bless.
Good night. I did not listening. I wasn't listening all of the conversation, but the little that I'm gonna respond. You see, the weapon that farm against Jamaica is PNP party. They are the weapon.
Yes.
Jamaica, because everything that happened good in this country, they fight against it. They tell you that this not good. And I feel them idea, even if I hear idea and the government pick it up and them risk at them, I go get the credit because of them finish it. Sydney is one of the weapon of Jamaica because Sydney go around on every platform and tell BLI, criticize the government and the Jamaica people, and when he's not making any sense because a BLI. Them the all in days back in the days things where them are come with them the days they cut out. Let me tell you this. If you research back way back when nobody no like the farming again. You understand? Nobody want to get their hands dirty as a young. One time farming usually be our number one source, But as if I'm scamming and then something they come down. Nobody no want the farming again. You understand? So my biggest thing in Jamaica right now is the PNP is the problem, is nothing else. If you say, they must say, we Andrew make, we Andrew do, we Andrew do this.
Yeah.
It's the best government ever perform in a Jamaica, the best. Me can't tell you where Andrew Bill police station. Me can't tell you, so I don't want to open yet. Right? He's doing a good job. And the weapon, as me say, me have to always talk about it. A PNP, the weapon. You see, with the going in the market and buying stuff now, you have some igler that goes to the farm and they buy tomato for $20 on the farm and then come back and they want to sell it for $300 a pound. When you go in at the market and say, how much a pound for tomato? Them say $300. And when a lot of people now go buy it for $300 and yet still they make all of it spoil. When them a go home in the evening, you see them a dash with tomato, you see them a dash with this, you see them a dash with that. Instead of just, if you buy for $20, you can say $40 or $50 a pound. You understand what I say? I make people them go on home, but in the evening now you take them and dash. You think say farmer go get discouraged and then now go on farm. And that is what happened in Jamaica. Nobody know want farm because the
land this now, mama. Land this now. Travigas, come in.
Yellow.
Step up.
What I think is most concerning. Load. Yeah, what I think is more concerning with everything that has transpired for the past few days is how disgraceful Mark Golden is behaving and acting, and the Jamaican who are running behind him turn a blind eye and pretend as if they do not see it. Case in point, this man kept a press conference today to continue the budget debate that was closed yesterday because he felt so hurt. He felt his ego got bruised because a black woman from poor beginning, schooled him, exposed him, left him out to dry, and he could not accept it. So he called a press conference today to continue his budget presentation. Even though he said he was not putting forward a budget presentation, he was giving a proposal. Imagine the region. We are dealing with Donald Trump in the region and around the world. And one of the most important persons in Donald Trump's administration visited the country today. And you would have thought that anyone who has the country's best interest at heart would have would have ensured that they have some form of representation at such a meeting. Instead, childish, desperate Mark Golden called a press conference because he got his ego bruised.
Right, that's more going on.
How can you say you want to represent our nation in the near future, but you did not even have a little respect or diplomacy within you to present yourself as someone the rest of the world can look at, knowing well that you are trying to become the prime minister of this country? You went and did a press conference to talk garbage. You went and did a press conference to tell the senior citizens like this clown who runs from platform to platform spreading lies that there is no cap on senior citizens' water bill. They will average or check how much you consume and give you a discount.
5.5 minutes that now, you know, broke. You know, check your time, you know.
Hold on, man. Man, gone 5 minutes, man. Man, have a minute.
What you say, man? You know, look on the time.
Hold on, man. Mute your mic,
I'm going to go on about my time where you stop me to. I go on about my time. Forget about my thoughts.
So you are running this people come off, you know, because this a man up with this a man up. Of course, we have a suggestion because you have to do the thing here, brother. Have labor right to answer labor right. You can't have the labor right them abuse
This is not
no man don't talk, nobody.
The man don't talk, my
emotional. You're alive. PMP I go every life. They want to come bad up people.
They want to take over everybody life.
You can't abuse people, brother.
Listen, I always fit talk, you know. You know, fit chat till a man say man feel land.
One talk.
No, but no abuse nobody other side.
Respect. Waste time. Waste time.
Man, man, chat. Jesus.
Man talk, no brother. On the miserable, someone. Go on, talk here, sir.
This man was same one come represent we. Got his ego bruised. Ran and kept a press conference today. Still cannot tell us how he's gonna do it because it's pure garbage. How he's gonna fund the things and that he's claiming. Somebody purposely do that a while ago?
You learn this, brother?
Yeah.
Matthew,
All
right, yeah. Yeah.
All in all, me did I say, with such an important day, a landmark day, when Trump is taking away people, banning people from America, and there's a tension between the Caribbean and the US administration, you would expect that someone who wants to lead us would have put away his feelings that got bruised and make himself look Prime Minister Lee or
should I even do the meeting?
Thank you, sir.
All right, pause this up. Please, everybody will get on the time. See, if a man halfway in a sentence, make him done his statement. Right? Packer.
Manners.
Packer General.
Manners.
And then Macho, and then Remote, and Sydney.
You know, if you allow one side if you rebut the other side, at 3 labor right now, you make talk in a row.
So you might do it in a
discussion. We answer them. Them can't attack
PMP answer them, brother. You can't labor right,
long speech, you know, man, and say man left now, way man left as
yeah, but you give them 2 opportunities. So give
you guys are unfair. Unfair, though. You know that?
PMP a question.
After Packer, the 2 now go talk.
Politics and labor right.
Talk.
Yeah, but wait till
calm down, brother. Calm down, man.